Hey everybody! So, like I promised you in episode 12, I'm gonna do a true proper deck profile so far of this sealed only deck. I guess we can call it vampire swarms in a sense, the chaos build. So, let's get into it. So we'll start with the main deck and throw these two up here for right now. Main deck. This is the first engine we have it here. We have two Raiden, two Wolves, two Minervas, two Lumina, one Judgment Dragon, and one Alile. I'm butchering her name wrong. So this is our Lightsworn package, which it kind of works well. I believe I should bump it up with just having a different name, but I believe I might add like the other two. In the beginning of this series, we pulled a Twilight Swarm Wolf that normal summon banish one card in field. I think I might add that back in. I don't know yet to have a different name, and it kind of have like just really a different name. That's all it is. All right, next package. We have two familiar, one retainer, one I call it Fran, one shadow, one Scourge, and one Red Baron. I believe this package need to go up or down. Just the simple fact that we can't. Really, we don't have enough sport cards for all these. Once we add more support cards for the vampires itself, I think we can do a lot more. But right now, this package is okay, but we need more support with it. Now we have a lot of one-ofs. We got Dark Grepher, Plague Spreader, Samurai. I might switch him out for I might switch him for Armageddon Knight. We did pull it, but you'll still have more targets. But all our dark monsters are zombies, so it's kind of like I could add it there. I could keep this in here, but it's still something to think about. We have Zephyros, Necro Garden, White Dragon, Black Dragon. Oh, this is the Chaos build, the Chaos engine. Chaos Valkyrie, Chaos Sorcerer. So this is like the one-ofs of Dark Engine, Dark and Light Engine. I believe we need this package can change a lot, and what we can do is take out most of these cards or some of them, so we can kind of have better hands, because quarter of these are really dead draws and bricks in the hand. But that's for later on. On to the hand traps. We got triple Skullmeister and double Effect Veiler. Once we get stronger hand traps, I might put these in the side. Okay, I know each game that I really do is just these go on the side, maybe one or two, add some other stuff in there, so either completing challenges or trying to go for the win. And Effect Veiler is just a good card. You can't go wrong with it. And then it does have that dark light attribute, so the chaos build can go off. So now we have spell cards. We got 3 Solar Recharge and 3 of the Charge of the Light Brigade. And that's all you really need for the Lightsworn engine, to be honest, because it's pretty good. What else? Yeah. I wish we had another one. Can't wait to bump these up. Get their hollows. But moving on. So now we have the only one vampire spell card in the deck is Vampire Domain. I really don't need this. And it's cool, it's alright, but if we can't have like a super combo off of this, we can't do much. It's not really helping with consistency with this one card, because I know I'll change this card out with quickness for something else. Alright. We have Allure of Darkness, Reasoning, 1-for-1, and Foolish Burial. So with these four, we run Darks because we run Darks so we can play this. Reasoning is basically, we run different levels from 1 to 6. So why not run this card? 1-for-1, we only have literally 2 targets, but we have 4 of them, so it's pretty good. That's Vampire, Familiar, and Effect Veiler. If we want a synchro or just pop off the Vampire package, we can, and Foolish Burial is just a great generic card. Then Monster Reincarnation, we still run it because sometimes you need a ditch card to add a card and pop off from there. Chaos Space to at least have the smallest consistency with the Chaos package, but we need more of this, so we got Hunt for these. And now to the only 3 traps we run in the main deck: Vampire Domain, Breakthrough Skill, and Vampire Awakening. The only reason why we run the Vampire trap cards, they're searchable by Retain. That's it. This is a good one turn, a good negate, and then this helps him out just getting more zombies out the field. And Breakthrough Skill, it's not a bad having first turn in the hand, but when we mill it, it's still a good card, and we can actually stop interruptions, not interruptions, but negates. They won't expect that. So that is all for the main deck. Going to the extra deck, we have a Michael. Now I prefer not to go for this first turn because it's a terrible first turn card. We got Shinshin. So if ever I have make a chance going first, this is the first card I'm going. One of them going first turn, just because the opponent has to rethink it. Like, oh, I need cards in the graveyard, but then if I have this on the field first turn, they got to rethink it. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, it's getting late. But this right here is perfect for first turns. The Stardust, we have to have one. And we don't have no other level 8s. That's pretty strong right now. But Stardust. Quantum. The Quantum does help out a lot. Just a simple fact, if we're going first and we can't make Shinshin, and say we can make the Team Leak Monster and this first turn, that would be a good first turn just because they have to target. They can't destroy the Team Monster or target with card effects. And this makes it beautiful. And even though I like going this first turn, we don't have like a real negate. We just have a board that a monster that they can kind of get rid of if they attack, but if they use a monster effect to pop it, to bounce it back, it's game. But it's a decent card for this deck for right now. Psych, I don't know how many times. I don't know when. He need a rarity bump. But Hyper Psychic Riser has been with us for the longest times. It's a good card. It kind of like makes the other player think like, if I run big monsters, can I use their effects, or big attack monsters? So it's like a weird. It's a weird kind of big negate board, to me at least. And then if it dies, if I have two, let's say if I have the same materials that I make it in the graveyard, as in let's say Lumina and Minerva in the graveyard, I just add those two back and I can recycle that. Alright, now on to the XYZs. First one, the newest one. Fujin Tensei. He's not a bad card itself, because say if we have a bricky hand and we just summon Raiden and the wolf. We mill a wolf. This is him, dump our hand, draw two, and then if it's a combo extended hand, we're golden. So he's in there to somewhat reset. And the last level 4 is Time Thief Redoer. We used to go in often a lot, but it's not a bad card for the mid, like during the game, not first turn or second turn, but he's been there for the long haul. Vespinato. It's a reborn monster, to be honest with you. Like if the same combos I use, if I have redo it for like 4 turns and I got 4 stacked, I just keep them, throw this on top, and call it a day. But good card. Sheridan. I probably butcher his name, but he's cool. If I can ever get him out, I can. And I keep summoning him wrong times. You're supposed to summon him on when your opponent has like bukus of monsters. Attack. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's getting late. And you're supposed to attack, take a monster, overlay for him, effect, send one to the graveyard. So it's an alright card. We just use it for the vampire package. And number 101. Excuse me. Sorry about that. 101. We don't have 2 level 8s to bring this man on the field. But it's in there just because. Now, to the Exceeds, starting off with level 2, Phoenix. Phoenix is there, been there for the long haul. Pop 1 card in the field, and if we ever get that Coley, draw a card. But he's not there for that. Link 3, it is Berserker. He's just a big K, big 3K, and it's easy to summon. Real easy to summon. And like I said, using this in Quantum, you got to get over my Quantum to get to this, and I'll bounce you for my Quantum. The other level, well, Link 3, Decode Talker. We barely go into this. And I know that's probably another card that's probably going to come out. But that's it for the level 3, Link 3s. And the 2 Link 4s. Apollosa and Crusadia Max. So, we barely go to these because we always have bricky hands. And whenever we have big 4 monsters on the field, I try to at least exercise with one to the other so we don't have that much problems. But it's always good to have these in your extra deck, just the simple fact that, negate, and I can run over everything. And that is the side. So now, side. That was the extra deck, now it's the side. So now, Chow. This is the challenge. I'm happy I got this. Hopefully I can complete this in 2 episodes. But this is just in here for the challenge. This is like, it's just here. There's also a hand trap. So now, outside of the challenges, we got 2 Contact C, this is a very deck. I say for these cards to actually work, it has to go to a certain type of deck. Like, let's say Heroes. I play against Heroes and he quit, and that was like an old video, but that's the perfect example because this can be used in every matchup. But certain matchups is perfect. Let's know that. We got the 2 Gamma and 1 Driver. Self-explanatory. Negate. That's those. And the somewhat kind of interruption that we have is a Book of Moon and an MST. I'll try to pop these off, but if I don't run more copies, I'm not going to see them. But it's good to have. Oh, well, also, Forbidden Chalice is also a kind of interruption negate type of thing. So those are those. Now, board wipes. If we could pull another copy, that would be wonderful. So, these are the only ones that we pull. Once we pull it, guarantee we're using it. And they do help out a lot if we're going second. Just a simple fact that they made a big board, and somehow I got all their negates out the way. I activate one of these. It's perfect. It's over with. And the last 3 cards is 2 Trap Stun and a Vampire Grimstone. Trap Stun, now I believe the format is becoming more, well, somewhat trappish, I guess, with the new cards coming out. So it might change the format. That's why we still keep it in the Trap Stuns. And just in case if I want to switch out or go very defensive with the deck, I just have the extra Vampire. And that's it. This is the deck. So now let me talk to y'all real quick about how I want to do something different to the channel. So not really to the channel, like, I'm not gonna lie, $30, it ain't nothing. Well, it's something, but depending on the purchases, how much the pack costs, it's becomes nothing. So what I want to add in for now, and hopefully I edit this in, I'm going to edit this in, I'm gonna call this Daisuke tier list. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3. Tier 1 is basically the basic, and tier 1 I'll get $1. Well, I get $1 for each card in this section, meaning the cards are basic and, like, very generic. Like, I could give you 2 is on our side deck, a MST, a Book of Moon, like those generic interruptions, those type of cards will go, those will be $1 tiers. Tier 2 is $3 worth of card. And what I mean by that is, let's say we need more support for vampires, right? And if it's not in our deck, I'll say this much because we're going back to Dark Saviors. But if we did pull the card, or the card's not in our deck, that one card will be counted onto that tier list. And like same thing with vampires, the same thing with chaos. And also I'm gonna also add in hand traps to that. So first tier list is basic staples, and that's MST, Book of Moon, let's say Allure of Darkness, let's say Reborn of Monsters. Like those, around those kind of draw destruction and draw destruction interruption. Those are tier 1s. Tier 2s are consistency or like archetype support and hand traps. Any hand traps that we pull from the channel counts as $3. So now let's get into tier 3. Tier 3 are the hard chase cards. What I mean by the hard chase cards, each set we're looking for a particular card, and that is worth $5. If we pull multiple in that episode of that chase card, it still adds on, because we're not gonna like one. If we pull like 6 Ash Blossoms, or no, not 6 Ash Blossoms, 6 reinforcements of the army, that is a hard chase now. That will be $5 for each, so that's $30. If we pull 2, that's $10 for the next episode. So I'm going ahead and implement all this tier list during episode 13. So now we have tier 1 for the $1 for basic stuff, tier 2 for support for the archetypes in our deck and hand traps. Tier 3 is the hard chase cards we need so we can make the deck function. And like 2 more examples for the hard chase cards, and literally I can name just 3. Rhoda's one, Chaos Space is another one, and like Minerva, the Exceed, is a third one, to like make the deck keep going and going and going. But that's what I mean by that Dice Geek tier list. So from now on, from this episode on, sealed only episodes, those will be how we gonna get more money to the channel. So I do appreciate y'all coming out, checking out the video. Hopefully y'all have a good day. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, and hit a comment of what can we improve with this deck, or any ideas or suggestions. Thank you once again for checking me out. Y'all have a good day.